This is AC Starlord, aka Austin, and welcome back to my channel. It's still a Halloween movie marathon. I know I haven't been on this in a while. Since Chucky and Jason. I also need to do Chucky episodes 3 and 4. But this is Scream 5. And Scream 5 is a pretty amazing movie. Pretty amazing movie and pretty awesome franchise that I love. And this is just a recap. Scream 5 is a rewatchable movie because it is a sequel to 4. It's also a prequel to the originals. That girl you just saw was from In the Heights. I don't know who that person is. I don't really care. "13 Reasons Why." And, you know, you've seen her before. Obviously. But anyways. Oh yeah. Her? Him? Obviously. From the Ridge. Don't care about her. You know? Don't know who she is either. Ghostface? That's from the original? You know her? Original? My boy Dewey. And, you know, Sydney. Hello, Sydney. So, anyways, this movie's rewatchable because, like I said, it's a sequel to the other movie. It's also making fun of prequels. It's making fun of requels, all that stuff. Because that's what this movie does. This movie's meta. Fourth wall breaking, all that stuff. Imagine Deadpool, but with a horror aspect to it. Or a horror aspect to the background of Deadpool. This is exactly what this movie is. It's a Deadpool for slasher movies. Like, they mentioned towards the end, one of the killers, like, you know what makes the stab movies suck? Is because they don't have a recurring villain that comes back, like Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. So I mentioned that, but also the fact that they're bringing new characters and also twist your mind up with Sam Carpenter, named after the famous director of Halloween, John Carpenter. Now, this is the only movie I can mention Halloween because they mention other movies in this movie. So, yeah, John Carpenter. Billy Loomis is named after Dr. Loomis. Michael! So, yeah, and they mentioned Jamie Lee Curtis. They mentioned a lot of different people on here. But also, you get Sam and her sister and her friends being the victims. And then you find out, you know, the wild twist like they always have. This fifth movie just did a very good job of doing something new, doing something old, and always keeping us entertained with who's the new Ghostface. I mean, yeah, who's the new Ghostface? Who's the new, who's the two new Ghostfaces and all that stuff. If you haven't seen this movie, if you haven't seen this movie, that's cool. But if you have, you should know what I'm talking about. But there's also a review on here. I already have a review on here about this movie. That's the reason why this is a recap. And rewatching this is rewatchable ability. Always. Because you fall in love with the characters instantly. You do see the legacy characters like David Arquette and Neve Campbell as back with Sydney. You see Gail Weathers again. And my boy Dewey came out like a beast, like a boss. He died, but he came out like a beast and a boss for saving Sam and her sister, and supposedly the one of the killers at the end of this. So, and his legacy, awesome. But also, they did this for Wes Craven. They did this movie for Wes Craven, and this Wes Craven movie. Most of the movies were from Wes Craven, and the directors of this did this for Wes Craven, and I like that. It had Wes Craven's stamp of approval on it, even though he's not alive. It had his fingerprints and his DNA all over this movie. So basically, as a recap of this, it's not this much of a talk than a recap, but really, as a recap, it goes, okay, well, there's another Ghostface out there. They killed, he tries, or he or she tries to kill Sam's sister in the beginning, and then that makes Sam go back to Woodsboro. We find out Sam is Billy Loomis's daughter, and then from there you kind of get the sense of what is happening in this movie. From there, when you get a new Ghostface killing off different characters, even David Arquette, and then they go at the very end of the movie, they go to the Stu Macher's house, Stu Macher's house, where they did the original killings in the original movie, and that's how it ends. And I love that. So, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend checking it out. I highly recommend checking it out on Halloween, or rewatch all those Scream movies. And if you want to watch my videos on Scream, reviews of Scream, it's also here on my YouTube channel. There's not a playlist for it, but you can see it on my YouTube channel. There's different Scream videos. There's even a video dedicated about Stab, the movie inside the movie of Scream, based off of the events of Scream. So Stab is another movie they make fun of. They don't make fun of it, but they talk about Stab 8 and how Stab 8 is not as good as 5. They should have stopped at 5. You get my point. But I dedicate a whole video on that too, if you want to watch that. But yeah, there's a lot of Scream stuff. I wish they would make Stab into an actual movie, because in this movie you actually see one of the main characters, Mindy, have all the Stab movies on Blu-ray, and they made them in the Blu-ray. And if you can make a fake movie into a Blu-ray inside of a movie, why can't you make a real life movie about a movie real life? Why can't you make that fake movie into a real life movie called Stab? You can be a spin-off series. But that's all I have to say about that. This movie is just fantastic. Can't wait for 6. And that's all I gotta say. The next movie I'm probably gonna be watching, the next 2 movies I'm probably gonna be watching, is Halloween 4, like I mentioned in this, John Carpenter, or Sam Carpenter. And then hopefully on Halloween, because I'm going to be watching 4 pretty soon here, hopefully next, after this movie, on Halloween maybe, I might be watching Halloween 5, if I can. And then there's going to be a special Halloween special I'm going to be filming for you guys. On Halloween's Eve. There's also a Jack-o'-lantern video, might be on here, maybe might be. If it's not, then oh well. But yeah, look forward to reviews for Halloween 4 and 5, because, you know, on 4K from Shout Factory, and for the Halloween Eve, All Hallows Eves, video special on here. So, peace. See you guys later.